So what if you could flip a master switch inside your body? One that unlocks its full potential for repair, for peak performance. Well, that's what we're digging into today. The science of what's being called biological sovereignty, and how the simple act of not eating might just be the key to taking back control. I mean, just think about the machine you're in right now. It is an absolute biological marvel. It's designed to generate its own energy, upgrade its own software, and perform these deep, microscopic repairs all on its own. You are literally built for resilience and peak performance. But here's the real question, the one that kind of changes everything. Are we voiding the warranty? In our modern world, we keep this incredible machine running 24/7, just stuck in a state of perpetual digestion. We never, ever give it a chance to rest and run its maintenance cycles. And believe me, that has some serious consequences. So let's start with section 1, your body, the machine. We're calling it an engine, but what actually happens when you're constantly seizing that engine? Let's take a closer look at the damage that happens when the machine just never gets a break. Every snack, every meal, every little late night bite keeps that engine running hot. We think we're just adding fuel to the tank, right? But what we're really doing is gumming up the works, preventing those essential repair sequences from ever kicking in. All right, on to section 2, the signal failure. See, the problem isn't just mechanical wear and tear. It's actually a communication breakdown. We are creating what can only be described as a hormonal gridlock that stops our body from working the way it was designed to. This slide really just lays it all out. It shows the fundamental conflict we're all living in. Our biology is ancient, right? It's hardwired for cycles of feast and famine. But our modern world, it's completely engineered that fasting signal right out of existence. And that has created this massive mismatch between our design and our environment. So, here's the bottom line. Eating every few hours keeps your insulin chronically high. This creates that hormonal gridlock we were talking about. It's like your body's janitors can never get in to clean up because there's just way too much traffic. So this cellular waste, all this metabolic trash, it just keeps piling up and up and up. Which brings us to section 3, the autophagy switch. Now, here's the good news. Your body already has the solution to this gridlock. It has a built-in master switch for deep cleaning, one that's just waiting to activate the cleaning crew. And that process is called autophagy, which literally means self-eating. Sounds kind of weird, but when you just step back from food for a bit, you unleash this incredible internal cleaning crew. It literally hunts down damaged, malfunctioning cells and recycles them for parts to build new, healthier ones. It's your body's ultimate quality control system. This is the perfect way to think about it. Your body is basically in one of two states. Constant eating keeps you locked in growth mode. Now, that sounds good, but growth without repair, that just leads to decay. Fasting is what flips this switch to repair mode, and that allows that essential deep cleaning to finally begin. Okay, let's just pause here for a second. I want you to really honestly think about this question. When was the last time you felt actual biological hunger? I'm not talking about habit, not boredom, not, oh, it's noon, I guess I should eat. I mean that deep, clean signal that your body has finished all its work and is truly ready for more fuel. For a lot of us, it's been a long time. Okay, on to section 4, the 16-hour reset. So how do we reintroduce that vital fasting signal? Well, the solution isn't some complex, crazy diet. It's way simpler. It's about restoring your factory settings with just a simple change in timing. And the number to remember is 16. That's it, 16 hours. That's the approximate window of digestive rest your body needs to lower insulin enough to flip that critical switch from storage and growth over to cleaning and repair. And the protocol is incredibly straightforward. Step 1, you just rest. Give your body that 16-hour break. This allows for step 2, repair, as that autophagy cleaning crew finally gets to work. And then this triggers step 3, regenerate. Your brain creates a surge in something called BDNF, which is basically miracle grow for your neurons, and that boosts focus, memory, and just pure clarity. Which all leads to the ultimate payoff, section 5, metabolic sovereignty. Look, this isn't just about losing a few pounds or feeling a little healthier. This is about reclaiming your drive, your focus. It's about taking back command of your own biology. This hormonal seesaw right here, it explains everything. Insulin, your body's stress and storage hormone, is in direct opposition to drive hormones like testosterone. So when insulin is always high because we're constantly eating, It signals a state of stress and storage, and it actively suppresses those drive hormones. But when you fast, insulin drops and the seesaw tips. That pressure is released, allowing your body to finally prioritize drive and regeneration. So what does this actually feel like? Well, it feels like your body is finally listening to its own signals. You get this clean, steady energy that doesn't depend on the next sugar hit. You become a fat-burning machine. You wake up feeling sharp, focused, and just ready for anything. And ultimately, this is a shift in your identity. You stop being a slave to your cravings and to the clock, constantly fighting against your own biology. You become sovereign. You're in control, optimizing your system and operating in perfect alignment with your body's ancient design. You know, there's a saying, a man who cannot control his hunger cannot control his life. And that is the absolute core message here. Reclaiming this fundamental biological signal isn't just about what you eat, but when you don't. It's a tool for self-mastery. It gives you back control over your metabolism, your focus, your energy. It's about finally operating with the wind at your back.